How many people here have phones? How many people use their phone while driving? Even though many people won't admit to it, people text and drive every day. Approximately 34% of drivers have admitted to going on their phone while driving. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, almost 500,000 young adults are injured each year due to distracted driving. Multitasking has become a common thing for people when it comes to driving. People have become overconfident in themselves when it comes to texting and driving. I have almost lost a friend due to texting and driving, so I would like to inform people on the dangers of texting and driving. I am also going to talk about what can be done to prevent texting and driving and what consequences can come from texting and driving. I will first inform you on how dangerous texting and driving can really be. Texting and driving is deadly because of how distracting it is. It takes up your manual, visual, and thinking skills at the same time. When texting and driving, the minimal amount of time you are distracted is 5 seconds. Say you are going 55 miles per hour. You will have gone the length of a football field without having your eyes on the road. Even driving the length of a football field gives a long enough time frame for an accident to occur. And accidents can happen when you least expect them to, so always keep your eyes on the road. Texting and driving is more dangerous than you think. The number one killer of American teens is distracted driving. Someone who is texting and driving is 23 times more likely to get in an accident compared to somebody who isn't texting and driving. It is 6 times more dangerous to text and drive than to drive while drinking. 25% of all accidents are caused by texting and driving, which totals out to 1.6 million accidents per year and 330,000 injuries per year. Many accidents could be prevented if only people would put their phones down. According to a Forbes online article, texting while driving causes 11 teen deaths every day. That's 11 families, schools, and communities that are forever missing children, classmates, teammates, all because they took that 5 seconds to text that they are running late or whatever not so important message they sent. Just one little glance off the road and your life could be forever changed. Just one little pointless text could greatly affect your life. Now that you have learned more about the dangers of texting and driving, I can tell you what you can do to prevent yourself from texting and driving. You have many options when it comes to preventing yourself from texting and driving. The U.S. Department of Transportation has launched a variety of creative companies to raise awareness about the dangers of texting and driving. Many states have stepped up to pass tough laws against texting, talking on a cell phone, and other cellular distractions. Keep your phone out of sight and forget about it. Also place it out of reach so you can't get to it while driving. I either leave my phone on the passenger seat or put it in the center console of my car. That way, I don't see or hear when I get a notification. So turn off your notifications so you aren't tempted to look at your phone. Whenever my phone goes off, I always have to exercise my self-control and stop myself from looking at my phone. If you have a passenger in the car, give your phone to them. They can respond to texts for you if it is needed. You could also completely shut off your phone, and it would greatly help you stay off your phone. It is something that my parents tend to do. Many of these methods have helped me stop me and my friends from texting and driving. Even though there are already a lot of consequences to texting and driving, the law still gets involved. There are many penalties that can come from texting and driving. Many states have fines that can be very expensive. They range from $20 to $500. Criminal charges can also be an outcome for texting and driving. Some states count texting and driving as a criminal misdemeanor. You could also get jail or prison time if the accident causes injuries to another driver. In some states, bus and truck drivers can get fines up to $2,000. All of the states have different laws for texting and driving, and some are stricter than others. 44 of the U.S. states completely ban texting and driving, which is a good thing, and 4 states only prohibit teenage drivers and new drivers from texting and driving. Some states have more lenient laws towards texting and driving. For example, Mississippi's restrictions for texting and driving are only directed towards people with learner's permits. Oklahoma's laws are the same as Mississippi's, except it also includes bus drivers. Missouri's laws only prevent drivers under the age of 21 from texting and driving. And North Dakota's laws are not as strict as they should be. Drivers who get caught texting and driving are given a $100 fine. There is also a $100 fine for people who have failed to have their vehicle under control while distracted. Drivers under 18 are not allowed to use any electronic communication devices. Now that you have learned more about texting and driving, I hope that you will help prevent more people from texting and driving. So today, I have told you about the dangers of texting and driving. I have also told you about different ways to prevent yourself from texting and driving, and the laws and consequences that come with it. Many states are good with their restrictions on texting and driving, but some states need to up their game because people will always text and drive. Every time you pull out your phone while driving, just think about your friends and family and how much they would miss you if you would be in an accident. In conclusion, texting and driving is a very deadly thing, and everyone needs to be aware of the consequences. Thank you.